Some members of the Crown family managed to build an independent career despite their status and fame. The most striking example is the disgraced Prince Harry, who managed to do both. The Duke of Sussex enthusiastically works two official jobs at once. Fans were rather skeptical about the position of a director of communications at a startup engaged in personal coaching in Silicon Valley, although the prince was going to work at the office like everyone else. He even asked his colleagues not to use his title when referring to him. However, not everyone believes that the Queen's youngest grandson will make a decent employee. Moreover, recently he has publicly shown not the best of his qualities in relation to his own family. It is unlikely that such a person can be a good role model, and he probably won't be able to do anything useful for the business. People around Harry remembered all his whims and complaints, as well as the scandalous interview with Oprah Winfrey, after which the misrepresentation came to light. After this, it is surprising that the prince's second job was a member of the Commission on Combating Misinformation at the Aspen Institute. Not all representatives of the Crown family had access to the finances from the sovereign grant from the very beginning because they did not represent the kingdom at social events in any way. They have to build a career on their own, although they still get a boost. So it happened with the daughter of the disgraced Prince Andrew. Princess Beatrice's mother received a decent compensation from the Queen in the amount of several $1,000,000, as well as assistance in buying a large house when she divorced him. So the girl grew up in prosperity. In addition, her father helped her pay for her studies at the prestigious University of London with a major in history. She's even got a scientific degree, which was a great career start, and now she has the opportunity to do what she wants. She worked as a lawyer for an investment company and then became a vice president of a company that focuses on software development. The company is developing dynamically, and the princess's earnings are about $120,000 a year, so she has enough to pay her bills. Her sister Eugenia can't complain about her life either. The girl is seriously passionate about art. After graduating from the University in Newcastle, she worked for a famous online auction company. Then she started working in an art gallery where she quickly moved up the career ladder and became a director, receiving about $130,000 a year. Elizabeth's first grandson and the only son of her daughter, Princess Anne, Peter Phillips, doesn't brag about his position and involvement in the royal family. For example, his fiancée, Autumn Kelly, at first didn't find out about his status, as well as his work colleagues and many acquaintances. After all, he doesn't have personal security or any honorary title. Since childhood, he was taught to think that he would have to earn a living on his own. The prince graduated from the University of Exeter with a sports-related major. The young man has always been interested in car racing, which became his profession for many years. He worked as the manager of the Williams team in Formula One for a long time. Peter was then responsible for motorsport sponsorship at the Royal Bank of Scotland. Now he works in his own company engaged in sports events. Do you think it's easy for the royal family members to live like regular people? If you like the video, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything interesting.